to run through on basic product usage at home because as hairdressers, you know, we need to have our secret hidden background tips that we can make sure that our hair looks good every day. So I have Tiffany here, who's also another hairdresser, and I'm gonna act like Tiffany just woke up in the morning with her hair, whether it be day 2 or if she slept on it last night wet after she washed it. And I'm gonna show you how to use products on dry hair instead of using it on wet hair to eliminate about 10 to 15 minutes in the morning with your blow dry. It's really simple. You're just gonna attack your hair the same way you would if it was wet in the morning, but you're gonna go about it slightly different because it is dry. I'm gonna start simply just by putting basic products on her hair. I'm focusing right now on guts, which is part of our volume line, and you're gonna put a good amount of guts over your entire root area of your hair. Anywhere where you have colic, anywhere where you don't like what's going on from the bed head that you slept on that night, the curls start popping out that you normally don't want to see, you're gonna apply that product almost as if you're applying water to your hair. So don't be afraid of it. We want a good amount. After the guts, I'm actually gonna grab just a little bit of the full frame mousse. And when I say a little bit, I mean at least the size of a golf ball. I'm then going to apply that directly to the sides of the head and pull it out so that the hair actually is starting to feel damp again. Once you work this product through, you would go about it just like you would if your hair was wet and go in with your round brush and blow dryer or just your blow dryer, depending on what style you want that. So, before I get loud with the blow dryer, I just want to tell you one thing. When you're blow drying your hair now, because the dampness is at the root, you're going to focus the blow dryer directly at the root of the hair. So you're not so much worried about the dry ends anymore because they're dry. So we're going to focus right where we put that product and make sure you're getting the volume you want out of your style. So go ahead and just watch and see and I'll show you the results. Okay, so if you were here to touch this hair, you would feel how much volume it still has, even though it was dry before we applied that product. Now, if this was a situation where you were on your day 2 hair, and you had a little bit of that gathering of the hair just because it's slightly been worn, that's when you would want to grab something along the lines of like Powder Refresh, which is a dry shampoo. The dry shampoo will actually go on and the fibers in it will absorb this slight amount of oil sitting on the hair so that it doesn't have that same piecey, broken up effect from day 2 hair. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of that to Tiffany's hair here so that it can be a little bit softer and lighter in the finish. Now when you apply this, it will have a slight white sheen to it. What you do is you just either shake it out or you comb it out. I'm going to comb it out. Now, with this now, you could either continue in finishing with a flat iron, or you could round brush your ends to create this debunk, or if you're like myself and you have long hair and that's why you're avoiding the blow dry in the morning, you could go in right away with your curling iron. So here's a tip for short-haired bobs. You can't really get underneath without burning yourself. So I try. Just curl the surface of your hair so it just covers up the bottom. Texture is texture. Whether it's curly, messy, it's just pretty. Here's another tip. When curling the hair, the section you take, you never want to be any bigger than the curling iron you're using. So notice when I'm taking these sections, the sections are the same in width as my curling iron. That way the heat can evenly distribute throughout the entire hair. like Tiffany all curled and nice and smooth. We got lots of volume, but our product is still here. So feel free to go in and create more volume where you want it. Keeping in mind when you backcomb or lace, it's a circular motion where you're coming into the middle of your hair, pushing down, and then coming back out. So when you see us going fast, it looks like this. Also, instead of just brushing out these sections, make sure you place them where you want them to go. No sense in combing out what you just put in there. Now I'm going to finish with Control Addict 28. This is going to give you a nice strong hold and 24 hours of humidity resistance. Who knew day 2 or slap-on hair could look that good?